Global stock markets. Keep your eye on this remarkable divergence. I'm Bob Stokes with Elliott Wave International. As you probably know, a divergence occurs when one financial market behaves differently from a related financial market. Such occurrences often portend trend changes, albeit divergences may stretch out for months before a trend change occurs. Remarkably, one global divergence has been unfolding for more than 20 years. Our September Global Market Perspective tells the story with this chart and commentary. Incredibly, Europe's broad market has made no net progress over the past 15 long months, as this chart of the past 25 years shows. More incredibly, the Stock 600 is lower today than it was in March 2000, almost 21 years ago. Perhaps most incredibly, however, is that the great U.S.-European stock market divide has grown even wider. The S&P 500, in fact, has more than doubled since March 2000 and more than quintupled since the last financial crisis ended in March 2009. Can this 20-plus year divergence continue? Well, here's what U.S. News and World Report had to say on August 4th. Europe may finally be compelling for investments. It's time for U.S. investors to change their outlook on European investments. On August 9th, the Wall Street Journal expressed a similar sentiment. Why it might be time to invest in non-U.S. stocks. U.S. stocks have been the better bet for a decade. With those valuations now so high, the question is whether it makes sense to shift some exposure overseas. Our global market perspective provides its own analysis of the divergence, which includes an explanation of why the performance of the Japanese stock market of the 1980s is relevant. In addition, you will find Elliott Wave analysis of the main stock index of Europe's largest economy, plus coverage of more than 40 markets worldwide. Prepare now for anticipated financial trend changes on a global scale.